You're back! What can I do for you? Listen! I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. Proper rifling for the barrel and a bit of weight balancing will do this arquebus wonders.
Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Here you are. A firearm unlike any other. Use it to rain death upon your foes for me, eh? I should hope so. Anything less would be an enormous waste of potential.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated?
Outsiders. The homes now.
Very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word, please.
This is... Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please? Ugh, my hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it. I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, Honestly, I don't even remember. It all started when my grandfather was a baby. I think something about restoration.
Solace has been under constant construction since Nandru set the first stone.
It does not matter. Can you save my hammer or not? Oh, Murti, you are a lifesaver. I'll wait right here.
Yeah, more errands.
Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters last night.
Again? Ugh. I bet the officers up above don't have to deal with that.
On the bright side, the legs are pretty good at a stew.
What time is dinner?
One moment.
I do hope no one sees me like this. Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change.
It's probably the one that got attacked by the ogre.
arms and armor of Solace keep are unmatched in quality anywhere else.
As sure as you banish the entropy
worship
from our
Eora. That
lives,
all bad?
may our exile
wonder
be
the
brief,
decor in here
and
is
your
so
throne
Nandru looked to Wodoka. No gear.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am...
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? What can I do for Solace's most...
We'll hold off on the upgrade for now.
Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... No, of course. Ah, our beloved founder. Nandru sought to... Many believe Nandru was led here. Regardless, many of him... He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his... Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him. For none. If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside, or Sorina's vision was more about... She was a forceful and diligent leader. Many, myself included, believe, what more can I do to enlighten you? All philosophy is We pass in return the...
The infamous Aedyr envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it. Sharp as the tusks themselves. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is? It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all tradition, that. There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten Zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it. Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
How is it possible to lose them? Godless aqueducts aren't exactly easy to miss.
I doubt they had trouble finding the aqueducts, but something must have detained them. Thank you. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
One moment.
If we open our gates to foreigners, we will talk about this later. What is the meaning?
They're here.
Mari,
There were rumors you died, but you shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for...
Indeed, you do.
And we'll gladly help you. Right across our borders.
Believe me, I don't intend to stick around. Tell us what we need to know and we'll be gone before you remember to miss me.
Very well. We'll deal with you later.
So, you need our help. What do you expect us to do for you?
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
Right. Here we go.
Be silent. Have you no shame?
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. We used to be wanderers, explorers, caretakers of the island. He planted Solace Keep here, in the spot where it first spoke to him, and charged his people to forever protect it from all who might threaten its peace.
More accurately, he chained us to a barren wasteland 600 years ago, and abandoned.
He gave his life to protect us from the world. We thank him by defending the garden. Nandru once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Aedyr could...
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I feel...
Even if we knew of the potential of an... Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru. You are an outsider, and will... Envoy, you...
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls.
With all due haste.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. I mean, you'd be better off tracking...
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
One moment.
Still good.
Envoy. Aye. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. But Mihala? There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the high. It's why I play my part where she can see. I am. I know I can't win all of them, and I need to win the ones that matter. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Do you understand? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let an Aedyr trade caravan slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradise could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but tradition, even when those... I have tried to outside influence. The call of the wider world. She doesn't voice it, but she fears that if our wardens know...
She's right. There's a whole world out there free from all the Sokka and misery of Solace.
I would rather abandon every tradition and forget who we are. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. You were right, you know. The Stilgarroth are in the mines at Mount Forja. Look, if they haven't found what you're looking... Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarroth. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or... Forget duty. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. I don't doubt it. But she is powerful, feared, and on my doorstep. And he is... I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the... Against Mihala's wishes, I have... But if a powerful ally...
You give them the...
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote... Disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Aedyr and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. That is my most Mihala believe an agreement may protect. Yes, and that change would be an excellent... It might seem a foolish idea. Your quest for the god... You are not the first person. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before... I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Aedyrians can forge a... That will not happen. If also... Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days. Oh, please.
Right, I get it.
I do, Marius. Is that so?
You have a funny...
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious. They are to the north of Solace. And beware. If my warden's reports are accurate, there are... Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. Thank you.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Cap...
Make it quick, Aedyr.
An outlander.
Why won't you listen? The food in Change Our Ways is barely fit for a pig.
That's
Real fruit. Probably go to the council.
Every day, the same thing.
No one cares about products anymore.
25, 26. Ah, suck, I lost count. Let me see. See that? Barely enough here to feed a child.
There's a merchant near here.
Barely enough to feed half a child. Stop talking.
Coming back to... I grew up in Salt. I'm not sure. Never asked about... You're here now. Oh, they definitely... What could be... You're right. Since...
It's only natural.
Seeing me holla. The village... I need... My thanks. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what
I've seen almost as... If the steel garrote is what passes for innovative, it's remarkable, really. What people do for the garden is your birthright. If anyone has a right to enter... Such the cap... What do you want? Oh, yes. When I joined you, there may... You too. We're on the precipice. All we need now is... You're confident. Are you afraid of... Indeed. I believe. I used to... But... Since we met, even my pet... And look how that... I'm so tired of being... Even if I'm wrong... Did I? Glad I could get the... You have an... If you ever feel you're educated... Excellent. The Imperial Court, if there's anything you've been done... Gladly. Now. You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Really? What's the last thing I said? Well, aren't you? No harm done, of course. Besides, that's all. If I must.
Yatsley, I've got a favor to ask.
Envoy? Sorry. Right. It's just...
Anyway, Yatsley, I've got a favor to ask.
Of course.
Envoy? Been thinking about Amalia a bit. You convinced her Solace is true. I don't know. What? No. Gods. You've been talking to Yatsley again, I swear. Everyone's so worried about people finding romance. Maybe it's not Thank you, Envoy. What do you need? Until next time.
Rawatayans love to boast, but we've got... Especially if it's all you ever... According to Mari...
I did tell you that, did...
I'm off.
You're not alone. A lot of people in...
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people. Rawatai has a similar problem. Between... So many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We venture out. Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to... Everyone in the living land. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. I can tell he's struggling. Tradition, but... True, but I don't think it's a bad one for the... Rawatai's grown. Many... We will... Don't get me wrong, I saw the messy part of that boldness in Deadfire. The question is, do you really think Kostya and his people are better off sticking around here? I only hope they get that chance. Never. The Pargru, though, from the look... I'll be here if you need me.
Did you leave anyone back home?
I left everyone I knew when I left. Thanks for mentioning it.
First up, merchants.
You're back.
sell everything we don't need. We don't have any crafting materials anymore.
Do the godless believe anything about the stars? Any stories about the...
We need the iron chunk
The night sky.
There's an Aedyr myth.
You're back. Are you here to buy something?
That's it for now.
What are you doing here? This place is... The homestead up ahead is all run by Zarps. Used to be it was occupied by outcasts, but... things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Solo's steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north. The Zarps used to be more peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they started turning. There are some Balgrun. If someone got rid of it... You dealt your actions with. Here, take this.
It's racking up some bounty.
One moment.
Broken artifact. My favorite. Maybe we can find the other pieces. That's done. Look, I can tell.
Oh, cable. That generator.
Shows.
We've got company!
Come and get me.
Idiots.
Yeah.
One. Where's the thing? Where could it? Oh, it's up there. Good.
We get them next time, dear.
Arms up!
Get off me!
Oops.
You asked for it!
Take him down. One moment.
Yeah, please out.
Watch this!
On your right, dear.
Looks right!
Company. Bears down.
Watch this!
Bear mark the enemy so we can see them.
Now look.
I think it's so.
Let's hurry up!
Closest. Beetle matriarch. Close to missing expedition.
One moment. No one here. Been empty for a while.
What sort of expedition chooses to cross a valley full of lava?
Okay, we'll stop here for now and continue in the next session. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and we'll be back.